I was finally able to bring myself to watch the documentary We Need to Talk About Bill Cosby. Quality and information-wise, it's amazing, but that doesn't make it easy to watch, to say the least. It does a great job of showing Cosby the comedian, the actor, the role model, the educator, TV dad, and his other identity, which we now know, the predator. It shows how so many people struggle with these faces and the complexities that they come with. The testimonies from the women who he sexually assaulted are just heartbreaking. Time and time again, every survivor says that he used his fame to lure them in, but most importantly, his reputation as a stand-up guy, to pull them into private spaces, drug them, and attack them. The first episode talks about how Cosby came up in Hollywood and how he paved the way for so many black entertainers. Then they begin to talk about Spanish Fly. Along with drugging women with various substances, Cosby will put drops of Spanish Fly in women's drinks. At the time, it was actually used and thought of as a sexual stimulant or aphrodisiac, but according to Healthline, it does more than get you hype. Quote, taking it may get you hot and bothered. That's because it's damaging your body, not because it's getting you in the mood. They go on to say the reported side effects are miscarriage, convulsions, bleeding, vomiting, kidney damage, seizures, heart problems, blood in the urine, and blood clots. Whether Bill knew about these side effects or not takes a back seat to his intent, which was to render these women helpless. Bill talked about using Spanish Fly in his act and in his book called Childhood. The documentary said he mentioned it 15 times. Direct quote, told us about Spanish Fly as an aphrodisiac so potent that it could make Lena Horne surrender to Fat Albert. You gotta slip it to her when she thinks she's drinking something else, a couple drops in her Dr. Pepper. But what's even crazier is that the doc talks about how commonplace Spanish Fly was. It was as regular as liquor or weed. It was seen as the quote-unquote thing. Cosby was able to drug and attack women with impunity for decades because people were scared and looked the other way because they didn't want to lose their livelihood. He was the larger-than-life talent who was too big to fail. Cosby had immense power in Hollywood. He could make one call and end your career. I mean, when you look at the timeline, many women tried to expose Cosby for decades, but they were rendered invisible. Help me go full-time by pledging $1 to my Patreon, link in bio.
And Michael wants to say something to you. Go ahead, say it.
Hi.